Here we go. All right. So, how do we want to open anything up with anything, or just open it up with this?
We'll just open up with this.
All right, sounds good.
If you want, we can go straight into R6.
Sure, let's just jump into that.
All right, so I don't know if you have the patch notes pulled up, but
I
I'm
don't.
looking at them right now. So the next operation's Void Edge, and
Yes.
it comes with two new operators, Yana and Oryx. Oryx is a 2 armor, 2 speed with frag grenades or smoke. She has Frost's pistol as her secondary. She either gets Nomad's ARX or she gets Ash's G36. So pretty solid like loadout. And then her
Not
ability
bad
is
at all.
basically a super drone, if you think about it, because it looks
Mm-hmm.
like a person known as the Gemini Replicator. And I don't know if you're gonna put footage in this or not, but it actually looks pretty cool. She kind of freaks me out though. She seems like the chick that kind of like slapped me to another dimension, but whatever. And then the next one is Oryx. He's a defender, 2 armor, 2 speed. He has a bull rush ability, which is like a super sprint. He has barbed wire or bulletproof cam, the bailiff, USP 40, MP5, and SPOS 12. And anything else unique about him? Oh, he can knock down Bonnie and go through walls and jump at patches. Do you think either of these will be like overpowered, do you think, in this
I don't think
upcoming
so.
season?
Well, what do you think about them? Just like the operators.
I'm worried Yana. I mean, for Proling, Yana's gonna be meh. I think she's gonna definitely add a good advantage of drone because they're not gonna want to shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
Oryx, I think, is definitely more casual, 100%, because of how he plays and how he's able to rush. I think he's going to be a really good deep roamer and probably even to a degree replace Caviera on those deep roams, at
Yeah,
least in my
as
opinion.
somebody who's not too impressed by the last like four or so ops, just they're kind of pseudo abilities, where they just kind of have like one note things you kind of forget about. I'm gonna be
Hmm.
honest, they don't look bad. I am
Yeah, I
very
mean,
interested in them.
no offense to Warden, but I mean, there's
No,
a reason
things
he's
like
never
Warden
played.
Dokebi.
I
Even though
think I swear
Dokebi came out a
Tachanka gets
long
played
while
more.
ago, but
Dokemi's an interesting one though, because she has the potential
it's kind of like
for
the
some
one-click
powerful.
passive abilities almost.
Yeah,
Not
global,
personally a
you
fan
mean?
of. Yeah,
So global abilities.
I like
Mhm.
how they're only doing the one um, operator per season thing. I do actually
Yeah,
quite like that
that's
a
in
lot.
season 3, if I'm correct. So this whole year, they're basically the first 2 seasons is two new ops, map reworks and stuff, which we'll talk about in a sec, and then it's switching gears, and it's only one operator, but they're going to start doing reworks, more fixing maps, reworking characters, balance issues, because even they kind of noticed that there's quite a few like things. Speaking of problems, they're fixing barricade debris consistency. You know when you punch and it would like fall inward so it wouldn't fall out,
I
so you
do.
couldn't see, but the enemy could see. They fixed that. So when you punch, it's just one big ass hole. It's fixed. And last, it makes me so
I
happy.
am. I like the approach that they're doing with the kind of almost like the whole thing is an Operation Health, but not fully devoted. So we're still getting new stuff, reworks, and all that. I'm liking what I'm hearing.
I am too. Oregon, I don't know how I feel about this rework. I definitely see the potential in it, but I'm really scared about it
Yeah,
at the same time.
I don't really feel like Oregon or House is really worth reworking. Like I get making a brand new map is a lot of resources and time.
Hmm.
I'd like them to maybe I don't know. I would honestly go without a map and just kind of get more fixes or maybe operators, but
Well,
I get
next
why.
year they're kind of doing that. So next year it's only the one op thing, and it's their base. It's almost like an Operation Health while still getting
Yeah.
operators. So I think they're gonna keep it going. And the cool thing is, so they're updating the player hub, right? Um, Legion and Twitch have some big changes. I might get the Ash Elite set because it actually looks decent now,
It
and
it's
operator prices are decreased.
if you want to take a second, what do you think about the Ash Elite? Because it's kind of weird. Like
It's better than the
it's cool. It
previous.
is better,
It's a
but
hundred
it
times
kind of like
better.
with it being a crossover with Tomb Raider, it kind of opens up like a big majority of possibilities I'm not sure I want to see in the game.
Well, it's just a
It
skin.
is just a
So
skin, but I don't really want to transition into these massive tie-ins where you have Captain America running down one hall as Oryx or something.
that'd be funny
Like,
as shit,
as
though.
funny as it would be, I'm sure it wouldn't change the game up too much, but I'm kind of worried of it leaning super hard into brand skins that just make it kind of obnoxious.
Well, the thing is, like Captain America, they'll never do that because Disney doesn't like people dying
No, they're not going to do a
on
thing, but
screen,
like
so they won't do that.
obviously not that, but just like that kind of realm
I bet we'll
is.
get a few more of these.
Oh, I'm
I
sure
don't
because
think
they
they're
did the
gonna
money
be.
heist thing, and then they are
The
doing
Money
this.
Heist one was shit, though. That one was
Yeah,
everyone complained about it because
but
people
hey,
that enjoy events like a lot even were like, "What the hell is this?"
yeah, if you can sell, if Ubi can sell their loot boxes, that's tied in, and they can cash the market of the fans of that one show. They get that overlap. They don't care, but I will say
Yeah,
that I it does look cool, the Elite set. Anyways, you're going
yeah,
on
definitely
to
better
balance
the
notes.
original. Oh, so Legion no longer does initial damage. Twitch does not do 10 damage to people. It's only one now because she's meant to be a support guy. Operator price is decreasing. Of course, there's weapon skins, pass. Where here's the balancing. Okay, Frost is now getting a holographic scope to her
Ooh,
C1, which makes me
I'm okay
so
with that.
excited. Castle's pistol is now the M45, the Colt 1911, basically.
Yeah.
It's getting replaced with the super shorty that Mozzie has in Gridlock. So he has more utility now.
Wait, sorry. What?
Goyo, you know
Sorry. What is the super short you're replacing?
the M45, like the Colt 1911.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that,
I kind of
honestly.
like that because that's a good
Doesn't
utility
bother
and it
me.
gives Castle more use.
It definitely is a good kind of little rotation thing if he is pulling down his stuff and you don't want to run the main shotgun.
Yeah,
I'm
because
actually
then
really
you
okay with that.
me too. And also, Goyo falling onto Goyo's Vulcan only causes it to collapse instead of exploding and propagating fire. So if you fall on top of it, let's say through a hatch, it won't explode
Yeah.
anymore. um, IQ, this is a good one. Remember how IQ can always detect the bomb? So if you guys never found it, she could see it real quick with her scanner.
Yeah.
Um, they, what is it called? They, when she scans now, you can see like the entire area. But I mean, not sorry. Let me rephrase that. When she scans, her teammates get notified, and it actually tells you where the bombs are. So it's not just I can
Hmm.
see it. It's now a like actual here is what's going on, and so forth. I sent you the patch notes if you didn't see it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, no, I'm interested in it. Do want to talk about the big thing with Chanka? Tachanka's finally getting his rework.
Yeah. So
Removable
I don't think he's out yet.
turret. Not out, not yet. I don't think it
So
will be for a while.
I bet you season three.
Probably. I think it's a good
Three.
bet.
If we're lucky, two, but I guarantee about three because I'm looking at the patch notes. I mean, we all have lesions. Um, was indirect, DBNO, Twitch drone change, of course. Warden is finally getting a buff, which is nice. So his
What's the
ability is
buff?
now on recharge, like Vigil or Caviera. It's not just a one-time activate.
Yeah.
So it's now you can recharge it. And then DMRs do so much more damage to destruction. That is. The Vector 45. Oh wait, increase to
Hmm.
23. I like that. So the
Nice.
minigun's stronger.
Vector is Vector's okay. I think he could use
I
a little
like it a
buff.
lot. The Dokebi is losing her stuns, but she's getting frags. Maverick is getting rid of his. Wait, whoa! I just had a really dyslexic moment. Give me one
No,
hot
you're good.
second. Maverick's frags are replacing his stun grenades. Nock is getting frag grenades instead of a claymore. Ying is getting frag grenades instead of a claymore. And compensators are removed from DMRs.
Hmm.
Explosions have a whole new thing. They
Yeah, I
explained it
saw
briefly.
that.
So there's the initial
It's kind of
explosion and then there's
crazy.
shrapnel. Player comforts. You can stay in the drone after the prep phase. It's an option, so you don't have to get back on. Drone random spawn is an option now. Um, game health, player report notification, data consolidation, player loadouts, and then they're updating lore on a bunch of people of the original other ops.
Oh, cool.
Anything else of super important note?
Um,
DMR's Twitch, cross chat, Void Edge, Ashley, Legion, Player Hub's getting the update. I've loved the drone spawn thing too. I
I do too.
We talked about Oregon.
We did. We didn't talk about House
Yeah.
though, which will be getting a rework.
Yeah,
Which
so
I'm.
it's House then Chalet. I don't know about Chalet
Are they
yet.
are they actually making remaking Chalet?
Yep.
Oh, don't do that.
There's only one scenario I can see, and that is the main lobby stairs or
Oh,
the living room stairs or whatever. That's the
Chalet is
only
such
thing
a
I could
nice
see.
map. I don't know why. I would I suppose because they need to fill those spaces up with something. But I would rather
Yeah.
take a blank map space than a rework, honestly.
Well, we'll see how it is. Oregon's going to be a very good example for the year, basically. So if Oregon goes well,
Yeah.
then we'll know if the other ones. House, I mean, it was fun. It was fun to screw around in and stuff, but it was so unbalanced
It
beyond reason.
was. It was.
So
But we're not gonna
pretty
be able to
excited.
play with that absolutely screwed up house map anymore. So
Oh,
I'm a
you
bit.
know, it's still there's going to be so many spawn peaks still,
There
but
will. I'm just kind of. I don't know.
no, I got you. Don't worry. Oh, speaking of hype about stuff, because I'm actually getting excited of this. It's on March
Yep.
9th, if I'm correct. Doom
Yep.
Eternal. Have
Doom
you
straight out the
seen some
gate.
of the new gameplay coming out?
I did.
Oh, I was watching.
I
I
haven't
think it
been
was
watching the
Markiplier playing.
recent stuff, but when
Hmm.
they sent out the press like 20 minutes of around the opening, they sent out press to pretty much everybody, and I had watched a fair amount of that. And
Well, Markiplier was actually playing, and he did some stuff, and people got footage from him, and people got private times
mm,
playing with it. And I was watching some of it. The Marauder. Holy crap! He basically like sends like a wolf of that has like an energy wolf basically to hurt you. He sends out waves of energy, and then he also, if you get too close, he pulls out the super shotty and does a fuckload of damage to you, like an insane
this is one of the
amount.
new demons.
Yeah, the Marauder.
I'm
Do
excited to see how much.
you know
Is
which one
this?
that is?
No, I haven't been keeping up too crazy much. Is this one of the ones that they've
He's the one
revamped
that calls the
from?
Doomslayer a usurper.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh, they're selling photos of him. I mean, toys of him, like collectibles. That's
I
badass.
saw. I recently saw a little McFarlane Toys Doom guy, and I was like, it was like $30. And I was like, that's mighty tempting. Just a
It,
bit,
just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Where is it? I will send you it. Where the hell is this thing? Yeah, I'm so excited for this game. Just give me a hot sec. I'm a little
Very good.
slow.
What do you think
There it
about
is.
them kind of leaning heavier into the platforming aspect?
I don't know. I've never been a platformer guy. It
Mm.
doesn't look bad. It looks well made and everything. So I think it'll be good, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll definitely see. I'm just scared they're gonna have too much platforming
Yeah,
overall.
I'm too. I my
But
my
is
main worries for the game that are still they were present before and after the whole gameplay press media thing they went a month or two ago.
hmm
Um, was that Bethesda has not to just be Bethesda bad, but Bethesda has an insane talent for taking something that shouldn't fail. It's a good idea and it looks promising, and then it
hmm
just turns out really bad.
Yeah, but at the same time, this is
It
id,
is
and
id
we
and it's
saw
its
we
baby.
played. We played the first one. Check out what I
Yeah.
just sent you. He has been posting. This guy has been posting YouTube videos a
Hmm.
lot about Doom, and he actually posted gameplay of what is it, of the Marauder playing as him in battle mode, him
Yeah,
fighting
the
against the
arena
Marauder.
kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, I don't know.
there, he has some fun videos on there. So check him out real quick.
Some of my
Um,
main concerns are that they're gonna kind of dilute the core gameplay with this like sub meta game within the game of the ammo types. You saw the different grenades and ammo types and stuff, and
well, they've kind of always done
they
that if you
have
think
always
about
done
it.
that. But I do just worry of them kind of going overboard. And whenever they're in an interview, they will they will reassure that that's not going to happen, but I'll wait until I see it. And I was worried about the monetization aspect with the kind of battle mode, but they've said there
Yeah, but
won't be any
it looks like that most
microtransactions. Although they did
it
say it a
is
bit.
DLC. There's talk about campaign,
Hmm.
like DLC campaign,
Which I'd
like
be
playing
okay with,
as a
especially
normal
since it
human.
has a hub world, which opens that possibility. Or like the first game, 2016, you wouldn't be able to do that really.
Yeah.
Well, like you could, but it would be a separate entity. With adding a hub world, you kind of are able to make an expansion that you can download, and that's just a portal off in another room. You get the game day one, and there's a locked door that says coming soon or something like that. And a few months later, they reveal, oh,
Hmm.
here's an expansion that turns you into Marine or something, similar to the
Just a
original.
normal one.
Yeah, something like that.
Look what I just sent you. I'm not sure if you've seen much on this demon called
I
the Whiplash.
I did see a little bit of him. He looks sick.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the
I'm
snake
so
guy
excited.
almost.
Yes, he's like a
Like
snake guy and he
tall
has
and
whips.
I'm
I'm
excited for
s-
just the amount of creative designs. I love the mesh of older Doom designs into newer stuff. It should be cool.
Yeah, I got the Doom Collector's Edition, so I'm really,
And
really
yes.
amped, and I can't wait for all this. And they've basically said, id Software said they want to make a Doom universe, not just Doom, like a
Yeah, I
couple
was saying
games.
that
Like
they
they
kind of
want a
want
whole
to,
on
with the
universe.
narrative, they want to expand it a bit, which is as well what I was a bit, which I'm still a bit worried about them kind of going overboard on the story aspect. But they have consistently said, "Oh no, they're not going to go too deep into that. We'll kind of let it
No,
sit back."
so
But
everything I've been hearing is that it's gonna go deep, but only if you want it to. If
yeah,
you really
yeah, that's
just
what I was
want to
saying.
screw around with the basic story, you can. If you really want to read the codexes and
Yes.
get like Warhammer
Yeah, I
40K
suppose that
levels
is
of
what the
lore, you can.
its predecessor did.
Yeah. So it's up to you. It's actually going to be a little more story focused than the last one, but
Which I'm
it's going to
okay
be
with. I like
okay.
the fun little interactions. You got a little bit in 2016, but I like having him kind of interact with the UCA Marines, kind of like, and the scientists that kind of react, and I like
Like
the idea
y-
of that a lot.
so yeah, I think it's going to be interesting though
I
too.
think
It
so too.
is what I think is going to happen for the story. Everything I've been watching and researching is first is the Doom Hunter, not the
Hmm.
Marauder, the Hunter. And so we're gonna fight the Hive Tyrant first. He's not gonna be able to kill us easily. So we're gonna no, not Hive Tyrant, sorry, the Demon Tyrant, whatever, the Cyber Demon.
Yeah, I get what
Um,
you mean.
yeah, and then we'll fight the Doom Hunter, and he's gonna be like a recurring boss for a couple levels. And then I think because the Marauder seems more like a, an honor type person compared to them at least. I
Hmm.
mean, still debatable, but so he either we're gonna kill the Doom Hunter and then see him, or he's gonna kill the Doom Hunter and then be like, I finally someone to fight. You know, like the meme, finally a worthy opponent type shit. I
Kung Fu
mean,
Panda.
according to the lore, it may have been he might have been actually a follower of the Doomslayer when he was still not a demon back in the olden
Yeah,
days.
I'm interested to see where the narrative goes because it looks promising. I'm excited. Do we want to
Me as
cap
well.
that off the first half and then continue in the next?
Yeah.
All right,
One
Walker.
thing though, I gotta say, because we're on Doom, is I
Yeah,
kinda enjoy the Doom Animal Crossing. Because at first everyone's like, "Oh,
yeah.
great,
The
they're both
whole
coming out at the same time. It's gonna be so
now
much hate."
the
And now
month cleared up a
there's
bit out of
so
the releases. Everything got delayed, and now it's just kind of those two, which is it's funny.
well, not
Polar
just that
opposite
though, because
games.
it's funny though, because now they've actually been pairing up. I've been seeing all these like
Yeah,
memes
all
and
the
art
memes
on
and
Instagram
I think some of the
of
official social media accounts of Doom have been kind of making fun of that as well, which is kind of cool to see.
yeah, to my knowledge, they have a lot of the fans are pairing up. Sorry, I'm just trying to move my chair.
You're
Um,
okay.
and so I'm really excited just about Doom, and I do enjoy the Animal Crossing. Them actually didn't end up fighting. I was kind of scared we're gonna have this huge like I'm gonna go down to
Yeah,
my
you
local
do have
GameStop
those
and then
weird.
what are you buying? Animal Crossing or what are you buying? Doom type moment going on.
It is nice to see it turn more memey than the just dreadful, obnoxious. I kind of
Yeah.
cringe even to calling it console wars because they're non-existent. It's just
Yeah,
it's just a bunch of
console wars
12 year
definitely
olds that
used
are
to be
just
a
kind of,
thing,
well, it
but
used
I
to be like
don't
a
think they're a
fun
thing anymore.
internet thing, but at the end of the day, it's literally just 11-year-olds complaining about trying to
Yeah.
justify their purchase because they can't afford both, so they get a bit antsy about the concept of having the wrong thing and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know.
Speaking of this similar thing, remember that game, Ultra Kill?
I do. You mentioned it to me a while back.
Yeah.
Ultra
So
Kill
I
Prelude.
it's on itch.io. I tried it out because it's a you decide how much to pay for the game. I donated them like $6, and I tried out the game, and I honestly enjoyed it quite a bit. I haven't finished it, but it's like 8-bit Doom. Not like when I say that I think of the first Doom, but
Yeah.
it. I mean, if you can upload photos to show people if they're watching, go ahead. But
Hmm.
so it's it's a different style, almost like a blurry, and it's just constant speed. And it's very similar to Doom minus glory kills, and it's one guy developing it, and it's very fast paced and fun in my opinion, at least.
Is it like a full game at the moment, or is it just kind of like
I
early
think
access
it's
bits and pieces?
3 levels,
3 levels
if
the
I'm
dude has made.
correct. I think if I'm correct on that, I definitely could be wrong, but we'll see.
And it's like, is it as anti-vertical as the original Dooms, or does it have a bit more?
I don't know how to fully explain it. I mean, I could probably get you some footage for this if
Yeah,
you
I'll
want.
put some up.
Um,
I'm sure I can find some.
no,
I'll put
I
some
have
up
the
on.
game. I can just record real quick and
Sure.
send it to you. It's really interesting. Um, it's definitely newer. It definitely has some work, of course. It's a newer game, but for what it is, it's very solid, very well done, and I'm really excited to see what this developer does in the future.
And you said it was just one guy, or is it just like a small?
Well, it's one guy, but obviously he probably
Yeah,
got
I'm
a
sure he
couple
has
assets here,
people.
and he had a guy help him with music, if I'm correct, and stuff like that. But yeah,
That's
it's really
very
just
relatively
him.
small.
He's done probably 99% of the work,
Very cool.
is my guess. Ugh.
And it is
Ugh.
called to
Ultra kill.
Ultra Kill. Just Ultra Kill
Ultra
straight up,
kill.
or
Yeah,
anything
just
else you're
ultra
gonna
kill.
name?
One word, ultra kill.
Very cool.
Ugh.
Can you do that in the Jeff Steitzer Halo announcer voice? Ultra
There's no way I can
Kill.
live up that. Ultra kill. I don't know, something like that, right? I can't be a god like him. Speaking of Halo, Halo Infinite, still
Ooh.
not much on it, but there is those releases
No,
of
it's
this new
coming up.
thing.
It's definitely for sure gonna be tied to E3 because of how much they're pushing it with the Series X thing.
Yeah.
Um, and recently, I think it was the New York Toy Fair. I'm not sure if it was that, but there was a toy fair which um, Halo was present, and they had put a few figures and stuff and some Mega Constructs sets, which are uh, off-brand Lego pretty much for IPs that Lego doesn't want to license out.
Yeah.
So we maybe have a peek at some of the stuff that's going to be in the game before, because with Halo 5, the toy show before it, Phaetons, the Forerunner ships you could fly, were revealed via Toy Farm via Toy
Yeah,
Fair,
yeah,
before they even announced in the game, and I think a few other armor variants were as well.
yeah. Okay.
Um, so we have the Mega Construct sets, which you can disassemble the Mongoose and the Warthog and reassemble them into alternate boat set.
Okay.
Take that as you will, if that is like, oh, because there's been big hints that Infinite will be pseudo open world or at least more exploration focused. So that could mean water vehicles, and a lot of employees and developers at 343 have said that they would want to continue implementing water vehicles any chance they got.
Hmm.
And as well as the reconstruction of the Mongoose into one looks eerily similar to a scrapped vehicle from one of the prototypes way back when of Combat Evolved called the Doozy. It was a little boat. It got scrapped
Yeah.
very, very early on in development, but It
Hmm.
looks very similar, so take that as you will, and then you also got some new art style confirmations, I think.
What do you mean by that?
We got a grunt, a little grunt figure, and there's two Spartans. There's a white one and a red one that they had shown that looked very Halo Reach 3-ish.
Okay.
A very comfortable blend of the 343 art style and the more classic Bungie stuff instead of the overbearing kind of thing that Halo 5 and 4
Wait,
were
you
going
said a
for.
blend,
Yes, it's like a blend of like the
right?
Halo Reach, Halo 4 kind of
Oh,
style of the 3 and like Halo 3 and
okay.
2, so it has that
So it's a
simplistic.
mixture of basically a Bungie and 343.
Yeah, which is what a lot of what Halo Wars 2 did, and the art director had said that they plan to kind of move that forward in Halo, and this is just more confirmation of that, more officially, I guess. Pre-officially, I should
Hmm.
say, but it's
Okay.
cool. They got their space diapers, they got the proper shoulder pads. The helmets still look very 343-ish, but it works well. And the grunts are nice little. They have their masks back, and their arms and legs are less crazy, and they have the instead of the weird circle bubbly back thing, it's the same like Halo CE
Hmm.
almost
Yeah,
triangle
like
on their back.
the yeah. I've always liked the triangle more than a bubble. I don't
Yeah,
know why. It definitely doesn't fit in real life, but I always enjoyed it a little more.
and with the nerf sets kind of gives the assault rifle a name, which is the MA40, which is not the one from Reach. The Reach is the MA37, I think.
Okay.
So it is a new thing, um, and it's interesting to see. Also, and if the assault rifle nerf stuff is to be believed as like actual in game, which it looks from the trailers, where you do have that Halo Reach esque assault rifle. Some of the
Hmm.
toys, like the little figures, have the classic Halo 2 battle rifle as well. Like the pilot character that was in the reveal trailer. I have a little one of him, and he's holding a Halo 2 battle rifle, which is it makes me a little happy to
Ooh.
see stuff like that back. But
Yeah. The classics.
yeah, if there's anything you want to add on to my
um, I don't know. I don't know too much about Infinite. You're definitely more caught up on that than me,
there's
because
there's
I
honestly not much to be caught up on, honestly.
yeah, I know there isn't a lot in the
Well,
first
I just
place.
talked for like 5 minutes about a off-brand Lego set and a Nerf gun, so I mean,
No, I
there's
know.
really not much to go
Um,
off of.
I don't know when. I think it's sometime this year, but the game Total War Warhammer 2. So I think they're done giving it DLC. And I think they're now giving a I think they're gonna release the new game this year. I know you're not into that as
Yeah,
much
no,
as
you
I
can
am,
just
but
talk.
they're releasing a third one this year, if I'm correct, or next year, or we're gonna get at least a snippet this year of it, and I'm really excited to see where it goes.
Very cool.
Hmm.
And if you want to give a
We
little
got
description of what this uh, series is, the Total War, which is
it,
RTS.
it's the RTS and turn-based strategy.
Yeah.
For those people that have played it, they'll know right what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the third one, so the first one was Mortal Empires, and then the Vortex, and this next one supposed. Oh well,
You were kind of
so in
breaking
Total
off.
Warhammer 2, you get the Skaven, the elves are playable, certain high elves are playable, and so forth. You're not in a main land; you're in Lustria, it's called. And the next one supposedly is about demons. So I'm guessing it's going to be at the end of the world, or the world already ended, or it's going to be in the chaos realm. And so we're going to have all four chaos gods in it, and then we'll probably get like chaos dwarves and maybe some ogres and stuff like that. But yeah, just something I've been interested in, and just wanted to talk about, because in being a total shill, I hope you really just repeatedly say shill on the screen as I'm talking about this. But our upcoming season of Oddball, I mean, our first episode, I guess,
Oddballs.
we're
Yes, we
gonna
can.
have
Which should be a series that we'll probably
which
do.
is going to be a series, and that's what you're going to go with.
Yes, which I will.
We'll have to pick out a game. I have a couple ideas. I know I can.
I do.
You
I have
have
a
all the
list
games I
myself that
have
I'll have
on
to share with
Steam.
you in a bit.
Yeah. Why don't we just go on Game Pass and find a random one to try out?
Legit, that's what my thought was for a lot of the series ideas. Was like, I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay $40 for a game that we're all each gonna
Yeah.
have to get ourselves. It's like, hey, fuck it, Game Pass is right there. We all have that. There are a lot of
So I'm
stuff.
thinking,
There are a lot of things
what
on
I
Game
think we should
Pass.
do is, I mean, for everyone watching this, and if you've gotten this far,
Everyone,
please leave
as
a
in no
comment at
one, but
games. Our 12 view. Now I gotta look at it. How many
12.
people
I
we
think
got?
we had 13 or
I'm
4. And I
looking.
think we had like 22, but half
No,
of
so we
those
have
were
9
me.
subscribers. We have 31 views.
Half of those were me
31.
going in to check the statistics, anyways. But we'll get there. We'll get one person eventually.
Well, if
If
one
you,
person says, kind of joins in, give us a couple games we should look
yeah,
at, weird
swear.
ones. And I definitely think we should make a rule of at least an hour of playing. You have to play for at least 1 hour before you can either stop because you hate it, continue, or make some form of
I would say
decision.
a bit more than that, but either way, I'm sure we
Well,
can
I'm
get
saying at the
around
bare
that.
minimal. You
Yeah,
can like
if it's just
absolutely.
dreadful.
Yeah, like if it's absolutely dreadful, you can stop, but try to at least finish the game
Yeah.
if you can. Because like there's a game right here. I have 8-bit armies. It's kind of a shitty strategy game, but we're not going to talk about it.
I'm sure you could go on a whole ass thing about random mini strategy games.
So I think we're gonna wrap this up
Yeah,
here.
sure. It sounds good to me.
Yeah, 'cause we talked a lot. Don't want to talk their ear off forever.
Nah, I don't want to go off for too long, but seeing as how this was just
Yeah.
kind of winged as well, not really any
Oh yeah, this was definitely not
pre-planning.
planned at all. So once again, if any of you've gotten this far, hope you really
If literally
enjoyed.
anybody clicks on it.
Hey, we got a couple.
We
There's
got a
no way
couple
out of those
people. We got
31 views. They're just you and I.
sure
At
there might have been
least
one.
one person was of someone I don't
Maybe.
know. At least one person.
If it isn't, we'll eventually get at least one person. If you're that one
Yeah,
person,
I,
say hi.
please give us a hi. I don't know. Send us a heart. Show some love.
I suppose
All
that's it
right.
for episode 2.
Yep, and I hope
Dos.
you all have a absolutely great rest of your day, and hope to see you next time.
Yeah.
Okay, peace.
Okie dokie.
Nintendo